Breaking news out of Washington tonight as Donald Trump's incoming border czar says they are now reconsidering plans for a major immigration raid here in the Chicago area immediately after the inauguration. Tom Homan is telling the Washington Post tonight they're concerned that plans for the raids got leaked and they're worried that it could imperil the safety of immigration officers. Fox 32's Nate Rogers has more on how the city is preparing.
According to the Washington Post, incoming border czar Tom Homan said, quote, "We are looking at this leak and will make a decision based on this leak." Homan also said it's unfortunate because anyone leaking law enforcement operations puts officers at greater risk. Meanwhile, back here at home, advocates want the immigration community to know their rights. Advocates and elected officials in an emergency press conference advising immigrant communities on what to do if confronted or detained by ICE.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to not open the door. You have the right to ask to speak to an attorney.
According to the Wall Street Journal, some 200 immigration officers are rumored to be in Chicago Tuesday morning, with deportation raids lasting all week. This in keeping with President-elect Trump's promise on the campaign trail of mass deportations around the country.
We were the first in the country to declare ourselves a sanctuary city, a city of immigrants, a welcoming city, and that has become a tradition that other cities, other states have emulated.
Last month, the city reported 2,476 migrants in 6 active shelters run by the city and state, with Chicago receiving nearly 52,000 new arrivals since the mission began.
No agency, sister agency of the city of Chicago is going to coordinate or work with ICE.
Oftentimes, ICE may begin their operations in the morning, catching people as they head to work or school. Authorities saying it's not clear how, when, or where those undocumented in Chicago might be detained. Mayor Brandon Johnson at yesterday's MLK Interfaith Breakfast saying Chicago will never turn our backs on those seeking refuge.
Now, what I do find interesting is that when 30,000 Ukrainians sought asylum here in the city of Chicago, nobody said a mumbling word. But all of a sudden, indigenous people who are trying to get to a land that was robbed from them through colonization, they want me as a black man to be mad at them? You got to be out of your freaking mind.
On X, Governor Pritzker saying, quote, "Every family and child deserves to feel safe and secure in the place they call home. Every resident of Illinois should know their rights. Also, I intend to protect those rights and ensure our state laws are followed." Now, on Monday, Illinois Congressman Delia Ramirez will join others in Chicago's Avondale neighborhood for a Know Your Rights canvassing event, an event taking place at the Belmont Blue Line Station beginning at 7:30 a.m. Reporting from downtown, Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.